Hey everyone, welcome to the next episode of Retro Rewind. How's everybody doing out there on the internet? Appreciate you coming by and checking out my video. Today I wanted to do sort of kind of a pickups video, things that I've collected in the last couple weeks or so. There's not going to be many of these, but I do want to kind of talk about a few of these things, and they're going to tie into some of the videos down the road that I'm going to do. So I'll just kind of go through these one at a time, talk about it a little bit, and then we'll go from there. But thanks again for showing up and watching the video. So without further ado, let's start out with some original Xbox games. This game I actually remember renting a lot. I'm a huge fan of the series, especially the second in the series. Probably one of the best sequels of all time, and just one of my favorite actors of all time. And when I saw this, I had to rent it back in the day. I was like, oh, this looks so cool. They're talking about the war, and I just love science fiction, and that is Terminator Dawn of Fate on the original Xbox. This actually is your story with Kyle Reese. You play as Kyle Reese mostly through this. It does. You are working with John Connor and all that, and it's all about the war and the year of 2027, which actually isn't too far away from us now. But yeah, actually, I picked this up. It was pretty cheap, and I was like, oh, I just remember, playing this a lot, renting it, and when it comes to graphics and performance, a lot of the time the original OG Xbox is usually the best. But yeah, not too expensive. I think it was like $8 or something. So I would definitely recommend giving that a try. It's pretty good. So not too bad. Not too bad. The next one is something that I really enjoy playing. I'm a huge Diablo fan. I love the dungeon crawling type games. And back in the day, I didn't really have a computer that could play a lot of those. So I relied on my console, and that was things like Champions, Return to Arms, Champions of Norath, Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance 1 and 2. And then this came out on the original Xbox, and I was like, oh, that's cool. They're doing it on a series that's been around for a long, long time, and I'm looking forward to giving it a try. And it actually was pretty good, and I got this for the original Xbox, and it is the Dungeons and Dragons Heroes. It's pretty cool. You basically have 4 different classes you could play as: a dwarf, a mage, an archer, and like a fighter, and you go through dungeons and you kill stuff. So I mean, it's not that difficult, but pretty fun. I think it's something that you and a couple of your friends could get together and play for a little while and have a good time. So definitely cool on the original Xbox, and only for the original Xbox. So pretty cool. All right, these next 2 games, I was at a Goodwill, and I was going through all the movies, and I was like, oh man, this is actually pretty cool. I can't believe these weren't swiped up. Got them pretty cheap, and I remember the original game for the PC was like a benchmark for graphics for the longest time. Like, if you could play this on high settings, then you had a beast of a PC. And I just remember I was like, I'll never be able to play these. Like, I'll never have a computer that's going to be able to play these. So, but when these came out on consoles, I was like, oh, I'll give them a try. Not too familiar with the story or anything, but I do enjoy playing these, and I picked up Crysis 2, the limited edition for the PS3, and they also had there at Goodwill the Crysis 3 Hunter Edition. So pretty cool games. Story's kind of generic-ish, but the graphics are pretty cool, and they're just fun little games. I didn't pay too much for them, so fun games. Especially if you're a first-person shooter fan, definitely something you may want to check out. I was actually going we were going out of town to see somebody, and we stopped in to a Big Lots while my wife was in the craft store. I went into the Big Lots, which was right next door, and I was going through the movies, not really, you know, looking for anything too crazy. And I was like, whoa, this is actually in a retail store in 2022, brand new. I was like, whoa, okay. So definitely played this before on the Xbox. Love the game. It allows you to do so many different things however you want to go about. You can either stealth, you can go in guns blazing, well, maybe not guns blazing, but yeah, definitely a great game. And for like $6 or whatever, I had to pick it up, and it's Dishonored, and this is the PS3 greatest hits edition. Love the red casings. I know some collectors may not like it, but I really do love the red casings. And at some point, I'd love to go into a subset and just collect, you know, all of the greatest hits PS3 games. So pretty cool. Definitely check that out. At Big Lots, they're like $6, so it was pretty cool to see a PS3 game in the Big Lots. All right, so the next couple games here, I also grabbed at a Goodwill, and they were like a couple bucks a piece, but I was like, PS2 games for a couple bucks, why not? I don't think they're complete, but it's whatever's. The first one is Pac-Man World 2. I have not played this yet, so I'm not sure, but it looks cool. It looks like a, you know, like a Mario 64-ish, you know, platforming adventure game. So it looks pretty cool. Love Miss Pac-Man back in the day, so not too bad. The next one is an anime series. Came out, you know, during Pokemon and Digimon, and I really gravitated towards this. I thought it was really cool. So strange, they don't really explain in the beginning like how he gets his powers or anything, but he just has them. But maybe I missed something, so don't kill me in the comments. But this one is Yu-Gi-Oh, and it is the Duelist of the Roses. Got to play this a little bit. Pretty cool. You know, of course, it has all the different cards in there. It says it has over 850 cards, which is pretty cool. Not a die-hard fan, so I can't tell you how many there are all over the place. But it's pretty cool. I played a little bit of it. Love the mechanics. The game was fun. So, and that's all it's really about, right, people? Is the game fun? Yes. Should we play it? Yes. So, all right. This next one, I was at a Goodwill going through the CDs. So if you're at a Goodwill or a thrifting store, run through the CDs and see. You might find yourself some pretty cool stuff in there. And I never played this when I was younger. Came out by the creators of Tomb Raider. I've never played it. I only popped it in just to see if it was working, so I really don't have a whole lot of experience in it, but I do want to go back and play it. It is made by Eidos and Core, and it is called Ninja Shadow of Darkness. There. Looks pretty cool. I just popped it in to make sure it works. It is complete manual and everything. Clean copy, actually, too. Looks very, very... Doesn't even look like it's been played, but... pretty cool. What I kind of played of it, you're basically a ninja going around doing puzzles and stuff. So I'm looking forward to playing more of that. Alright, so these next games are for a console that I really enjoyed when it came out, but is actually stupid expensive to collect for now. So, you know, I'm not going die hard into it. If I find deals or if I find some things that I really want, then I'll go for it. But right now, I'm not actively looking to get these things. But it is for the GameCube. I got 3 games here. One of them is Super Smash Bros. Melee. This was actually the first one I ever played. I did not play the Nintendo 64 one until after I played this. You know, I'm not a huge Smash fan, but I do enjoy the games. This one is one of my favorites just because I played most with this. Love it. My favorite character, of course, is going to be Samus. I love Samus, and I love Star Fox as well. Those are just my two favorites. They're probably not the best, but I do like playing as them. So pretty cool, and it's complete, you know, manual and game there. This next one I actually found at a GameStop. I was going around asking, do they have any Wii U, any of that kind of stuff? And the guy's like, well, we got some stuff in the drawer. Let me take a look. And they're going through, and he's like, well, we got this game. I was like, yeah, let me grab it. It was disc only. So the actual case I got here was from Etsy. Just through one of those stores that they make the cases for you. So if I can come across the real case, I will get it at some point. But for now, this is fine. And I was like, yo, yeah, definitely get this. And it is the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition for the GameCube. They had disc only, and this actually comes with Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So pretty cool to come across that in 2022 at GameStop. So pretty cool. They, see the disc only there. But yeah, I was like, heck yeah, I'm getting that. Now this I actually found a deal on online for it. I'd like to try to get everything in the wild, but sometimes nowadays that you just can't do that. So I remember playing this at my friend's house. He actually owned it, and it was the first of this series that I actually played, and then I eventually went back and played the others on the PlayStation and everything like that. So and that is Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. This is an amazing game on the GameCube. If you're able to get it, definitely get it. But I do want to warn everybody that I found out that this is actually pretty common, and don't be afraid if yours does this. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see there. Let's see here. But it seems like the game starts to have the paint peeling away on it. And I heard that's pretty common, so it's okay. The game plays fine. So that's all that really matters, right? It's all about just playing the games and having a good time. But yeah, this is such an awesome game. And it's a remake, or a remaster rather, remake, whatever you want to call it, of the original Metal Gear. And this is the first time I ever played the Metal Gear Solid game. So, not a bad place to start. My favorite is probably Metal Gear 3. Love that game. But this is definitely really, really good. I did have to change out the case. I actually had another Nintendo case like this, just because it seemed like it came from a place where they smoked. It had a very smoky smell to it, unfortunately. So, but yeah, glad to have this. This is going up in price and probably going to continue to go up. So yeah, definitely enjoy that. So those 3 games for GameCube, great titles. All right, so this next one here is going to be part of a new retrospective that I'm going to be doing down the road, probably the next episode or the episode after that. So look forward to that. I talked about in my second video about renting systems, and one of the games we rented was Wizards and Warriors. Well, I played Wizards and Warriors with the rental, but when we actually had our own Nintendo, I had my parents purchased Wizards and Warriors 2 Iron Sword, which was great game. Loved it, played the mess out of it. But I digress. I don't want to get too much into that, but look forward to a retrospective coming down the pipe of Wizards and Warriors, which I'm really looking forward to going into the history of that with you guys and talking about it, how it had an impact on my life. But I didn't actually play the 3rd game until I was an adult, and I was able to actually pick this up, and that's Wizards and Warriors 3. Not my favorite, but it is really good, and it will be part of my retrospective. So look forward to that. I'm not going to talk too much more about that, but yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Now, I went to my local game store, which is Video Game World, and they actually had this, and I've been looking for this for a very long time. I was always looking online. Didn't want to pay outrageous prices, but it's still outrageous that it's what I had to pay for this, but it's definitely worth it. And I picked up the Holy Diver Collector's Edition. And I'll do a short thing on this, and I'm actually going to probably do an in-depth unboxing of this down the road. But for now, I'll show you guys, right? Holy Diver. It was an actual game that was completed but never produced or brought out. But was completely completed, and I tell you, if you like Castlevania, you're going to love this game. But be prepared to be pissed, because this game is difficult and tough. And it actually comes in a black cartridge, which is pretty cool. Manual and all that kind of stuff. But if you guys would like to see a full unboxing of this, let me know down in the comments what you think. But for now, we will show just that, but pretty cool. It's the collector's edition. These are numbered, and it came out from Retrobit. So pretty cool, guys, that you guys did this. And yeah, pretty cool. All right, so the last few things are, I have one video game related thing, and the other things are another retro rewind I would like to talk about on this channel in the future as well, and that's VHS tapes. I'm a huge VHS person, grew up with it, you know, putting it in there, line, it's going in and out, old school. I just love the way of the VHS, being able to rewind it and everything. And these are a few things I picked up at my local Goodwill. The first one was a special edition of, I believe it was George Lucas, yeah, directed by George Lucas. And I've never seen the movie, and I saw this, I was like, oh, cool. It's got, who do we got in here? We got Richard Dreyfuss, Ronnie Howard, Paul Le Mat, Charlie Martin Smith, Candy Clark, Mackenzie Phillips, Cindy Williams, Wolfman Jack. And that is American Graffiti. I've heard pretty cool things about this. I have not seen it, but this really stood out to me. It's a special edition. It's got a, you know, the clamshell and everything. But yeah, looking forward to watching that. Haven't seen it. Let me know in the comments if you have, and what do you think about it. These other two things, man, these bring me back to my childhood in the 90s. This group of superheroes exploded. I tell you, it went from nobody knowing what this series was to everybody. You went to school and you're like, oh, I can't wait till the next episode. What are they going to do? Who are they going to fight? And that is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I almost said Teenage Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But yeah, these are still sealed. This is the Morphin series. Look at all those stickers on there. $10.99 and appeal here to save $2. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Rocky just wants to have fun. Some cool stuff on there. And of course, these are still sealed. Here's another one. This is, don't even know what the episodes are, but another Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So cool. So cool. It's so cheesy though too. All right. So the last thing I have that I wanted to show everybody was, there's a website called Fangamer, and I will get that here. If you want to check them out, it is fangamer.com. They got a lot of cool stuff on there, and I'm a huge fan of vinyl. They got some really cool vinyl. There's some vinyl on there. I would recommend that you go through them, because a lot of time I see this vinyl, once it's sold out, you're gonna have to pay you know, scalping prices, and no, just no. But yeah, again, this is fangamer.com. So if you get a chance, check them out. They gave me this little sticker stuff with it. But what I got from their website was the Grandia Memorial Soundtrack Vinyl. How cool is that, yo? There's the front, there's the back, and it's a hard cardboard. And when we go to open it up, it comes with this booklet with a bunch of cool stuff in it. Let's see if I can kind of get that on camera. Some neat stuff. Yeah, definitely some cool stuff here. Talking about the composer and all that in there. So that's cool. And then we actually have 3 vinyls. All right. So we got this one. And then there's the back. And they're all the same color, but I'll show you this one. It's a beautiful vinyl there. All right. And that's the first one there. And then we have the second one. So cool, yo. And then we have the final vinyl. Yeah, and this is so cool, yo. I'm a huge vinyl person, and to top it off, video game vinyl of one of my favorite RPGs of all time. I love Grandia. I just don't have the first one. Just hopefully I can get it at a good deal, but I really don't want to have to spend the money on that right now. I have Grandia 2 and 3 on the PS2. But yeah, definitely check out their website. And again, that is fangamer.com. They didn't pay me or anything to do this video. I'm just letting you know that that's where I got it from, and they packed it very well. It was very well done, and just so cool to have this in my collection. So yeah, definitely check that out. So let me know down in the comments what your favorite RPG is, what's your favorite type of vinyl to listen to, and do you enjoy VHS like I do, and what's your favorite retro series. And again, thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and leave some comments down below. I'd love to talk with everybody out there on the internet. And again, thank you for coming to this video, and I will see you guys later.